there are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Pitt lined up ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So North Carolina's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though. And David, he's been that through the first half of the season.
He's loose on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
You really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader, and he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, UNC! A great catch and run for 6.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Pitt Panthers offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. Like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
Little touch pass to the receiver. There he goes. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, North Carolina! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against you.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. looking for a man. It's Abraham. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bust through, just shedding tackles. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. To the air on first down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown up over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Fighting off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Pitt pushing the pace.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Let's take just a second and talk a little Pitt. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? A lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you, but let's see if the squad can build.
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Pitt.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treating him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. Fires downfield. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
And this offense has done a good job coming out the gate strong. They've been really, really good. This is the type of play, man, you can give momentum back to the defense, swing it back to the other side if you're not careful with the football.
He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Keeps looking downfield. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. The short hands, it's Bond. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's taking the shot. Give him 6. Touchdown, UNC!
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hold and finds his man on the left. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got got something cooking.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Pulls and throws out the RPO. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Pitt right back to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Quick release on the RPO. They'll make the stop right there, but Pittsburgh moves the chains and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Nice move to pick up yardage.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Dropping back, it's Abraham. He lets one fly deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. To the air on 2nd down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got a man in the middle. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Panthers are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. give to the back. Shakes off the defender. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Dropping back. It's done. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Plows through the defense. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rifles it down the middle. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Off play action on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Gives it on the option. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Underneath toast of coverage, got it deep downfield. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's a heat. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's 2nd and long. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Scanning the field, it's Abraham. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hauls it in at the 40. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Finds a little space. Got enough for the first. Smashes him with the stiff arm. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The Tar Heels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown. And this
big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Touchdown, UNC! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Give to the back. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. He'll do it himself. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys there on Stadium Drive at Keenan Memorial.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Thorne. He's going to throw deep right side. And the misconnection on the first attempt, see if he gets a little looser. Pitt will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play call...
Turning it on! And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. They're going back to the ground. And it explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Get set, get set.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A little less room to work with now as the ball is at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got it inside, got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
It's a phenomenal effort on 3rd down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You got to love it.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start.
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, what a big-time play for this defense. Backed up, they come after the quarterback, and they get a hit, and it's a physical one. Get the football out, and man, do they set their offense up with great field position inside the 10-yard line.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean Carolina.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
To the... It's Thorne. Under fire. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They've got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
He'll keep it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll return it from around the 50. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. And the Tar Heels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. With these last 2 plays, they've just taken this drive and thrown it right into the fire. Can they snatch it out on 3rd and goal? And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day. This one from 23. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This drive will open from the 15. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Thorne. Pressure coming. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Pitt will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll try it over the left side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. Power football with the run. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Panthers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Thorne. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a 1st down, and it'll be 4th. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll leave it with him, finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. It's on target and complete. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Tar Heels are on the move. The give and tick, 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 tick.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
They'll give it to the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Tar Heels come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This time of year, when you're the higher-ranked team, you're getting everybody's best shot, and guys, they answered the bell.
There are head coaches in this sport that say nameless, faceless opponents. You got to be able to show up. You got to be able to bring your best game to the park, regardless of who you're playing. A lot of eyes on this one, David, because of the rankings. But, man, they were easily the better team today.
Well, and I get that nameless faceless, but when you play a ranked team, it gets your blood going a little bit. And you could tell they were ready to make a statement. Played a good squad. They made it look like they weren't a good squad, proving why they're ranked so high.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And on 4th down, they'll come up and take a knee. One more play to pad the stats. Looking for a man. It's Thorne. Bringing the heat. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Coming into this one, we wonder